Bradley Charles, John Noble, and John Bentley will join me shortly. We have the Hazard Bulldogs and the Knott Central Patriots tonight in the 14th Region Championship game. These teams played once during the regular season. In that game, it was the Patriots of Knott Central who were able to pick up a 73-64 victory. In that game, Kent Dameron had 24 points, Josh McGuire tallied 20, and Colby Napier accounted for 13. Those were the only three Knott Central players in double figures. Hazard hopes to change that outcome here tonight, as the Bulldogs are hoping to get another victory under Al Holland in the 14th Region title game. We got two really talented teams here tonight, as one would imagine. Wade Pelfrey averaging 22 points per game for the Bulldogs. That's fourth in the region. Colby Napier averaging 21 points per game as well. He ranks fifth in the region. We'd like to, before we take a quick break, thank our sponsors: Appalachian Regional Healthcare, First Trust Bank, the law offices of David A. Johnson, Appalachian Wireless, PDQ Sales and Service, and Go Time and Steak and Shake. We'll be right back. Knott County and Hazard tonight.
Appalachian Wireless puts service, towers, and technology in areas that other carriers won't. With almost 300 towers in our 29 county coverage area, we know for our communities to grow, they have to have connectivity to succeed. That's why Appalachian Wireless's primary focus is to provide support and service to communities that are in our coverage area. Advancing the gap between technology and communities is our goal of providing a better tomorrow for Appalachia. We are the region's best and most reliable network. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies, including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
You may recognize us from some of our more lighthearted ads, but here at the law office of David A. Johnson, we take wrecks seriously, especially big truck wrecks.
Our attorneys live and work in the same communities as our clients. You may run into them at the grocery store, you may see them at the post office, but one place big insurance companies don't want to see them is here in the courtroom.
With over 35 years of experience, our clients get paid.
If you're involved in an accident, call the Car Wreck Pros.
All right, welcome back. Knott County Central and Hazard. Bradley Charles now joined by John Noble and John Bentley. Obviously, John Noble, the head coach of the Breathitt County boys basketball team. John Bentley, the head coach of the Estill County boys basketball team. I was able to talk to Coach Noble before the game at our pregame show. Have not talked to Coach Bentley yet on air. So, Coach Bentley, just give us your thoughts on how this game here will go tonight.
Well, we probably got the two best teams playing. In all honesty, two very well-coached teams, two very experienced veteran teams who they just know how to win. You know, when they put their jerseys on, they're expected to win, and tonight should be an exciting game.
Wade Pelfrey averages 22 points per game, ranks fourth in the region. Colby Napier ranks fifth in the region with 21 a game. Talk about those two players, obviously very talented upperclassmen.
Yeah, I think those players will get a lot of attention tonight. I'm sure Coach Holland and Coach King have, devised their game plans to try to neutralize those guys as much as they can. I think McGuire is going to be a big factor down there on the low block. I really believe Knott is going to try to grind it out and turn it into a half-court game, and Hazard's going to try to speed him up. They're going to run and jump and try to pressure Dameron, I think, when he has the basketball as much as possible. So it's going to be kind of conflicting styles, I think.
Hazard ranks first in the region in three-point percentage. The Bulldogs shooting right at 39% on the season. How big of a factor do you think that will be tonight, Hazard's three-point shooting?
Yeah, I mean, that's the way they move the basketball. It all starts with Wade Pelfrey. He's a straw that stirs the drink for him. I think Johnson has really kind of stepped up for him and made some kind of crucial shots. I know he did the other night against Wolf County. And I think it'll be, if you compare that right there to, how effective McGuire is down low, then it's going to be interesting to see one of those may give.
Well, Coach Noble, you can tell that it's postseason play. I can barely hear us over here, so you can tell that the atmosphere in here tonight is going to be really something special.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's what every high school kid that ever picks up a basketball dreams of is playing the state tournament, and this is that opportunity for about 30 kids tonight. So the guys in the game, the guys on the bench, and the people that are here to watch them are going to be wild.
Back to Coach Bentley. Coach, what do you think are going to be the keys to the game tonight? What's really going to decide this outcome here in this game?
Well, like I said earlier, I think with McGuire down low, if they can get him a lot of paint touches, and they can get the ball to him when he needs to get it in the right spot at the right time, and he can make just maybe one or two dribbles, a quick move. Kobe Napier going inside to out and really utilizing that 1-2 punch. I think is going to be key for Knott County. I really think Dameron's got to take care of the ball. If they can pressure him, and he necessarily doesn't have to turn it over every time, but if they can't get the ball where they need to get it to, I think that's going to be probably the biggest key of the game. And as far as Hazard goes, they're going to have to just really try to turn it into like a street ball game, go up and down, utilize their run and jump defense, and they're really going to have to. With Wade there, I think he's going to have to kind of at times try to take over as much as he can, because I believe he's one of, not the best players in the region, and he has the ability to do that.
What are your thoughts on the coaching matchup between Coach King and Coach Holland?
We touched on this in the pregame. When I would be willing to bet from a winning percentage basis that if BB King's not the top, he's probably in the top 3 to 4. And I'd be willing to bet that when it's all said and done, Al Holland might be the very best coach that's been in the 14th region on a career-wide basis. These guys, it's not their first time here. They know what to expect. They know how to prepare. And I think Coach Bentley could tell you, preparing for either one of these teams is not extremely difficult, but beating them is. And so that's, both these coaches, both these teams bring that aura when they come to the floor.
Great points, Coach Noble. Couldn't agree more. Everything you said is true. Any time I got an opportunity to coach against them, go back and watch game film, in a situation like this, I just like to learn, man. Because those guys are masters, and Coach Holland's, he's done it better than anybody. He's proved it, and he's been able to win with a lot of different kinds of variety of teams. And Coach King, that 4-year run they had there, and 4 straight region championships, and he was in a couple more after that. So both amazing coaches.
If you're like me, you've stolen several things from both of them.
Yes, sir.
So
absolutely.
All right, we have the national anthem. right, now for the starting lineups. Hazard will start Wade Pelfrey, Samuel Shoptaw, Chris Jones, Andrew Ford, and Jarrett Napier. The starters for Knott Central: Colby Napier, Kent Dameron, Josh McGuire, Kaiser Sloan, and Scott Shepard. Really loud in here right now.
Great atmosphere.
Coach Noble, we talked about it a little bit in pregame, but talking about the impact Josh McGuire will have on this game.
McGuire is the one thing that Hazard doesn't have. With his size and his footwork, you know, Josh has probably been the best true post in the region for at least the last 3 years, probably. They've got to keep it out of his hands down there. They'll be able to double down probably off Shepard, so that may help him in that regard. But if he's able to get that ball down there, especially on those deep catches, he's hard to do anything with.
Coach Bentley, something we talked about before the game, each team, they don't really commit turnovers, and they take good shots, and that's something that your team does a lot of as well.
Yeah, we try to do that. You know, our point guard position this year, this one hadn't been in the past, and you know, our team speed just wasn't, you know, as good as either. And after we graduated Joe Benton last year, second team All-State, he was just an integral part of our piece of our puzzle. And you know,
yeah, he was pretty good.
8 rebounds and 2 blocks a game from the point guard position and 6 assists. But this year, though, we just tried to be as efficient as we possibly could, you know, and try to, you know, when teams got up on us, you know, try to run back cuts, try to use slips going to the goal, and, you know, just attack, you know, and spread people out and a dribble drive offense, and just try to really try to get as many paint touches as we could. And hope after that, you know, you just got to make plays.
Knott County Central being introduced right now. We'd like to thank our sponsors: Appalachian Regional Healthcare, First Trust Bank, the law offices of David A. Johnson, Appalachian Wireless, PDQ Sales and Service, Go Time, and Steak and Shake. Almost ready to get underway with this one. Looks like Hazard will get the first possession.
Hopefully this is the last coin flip in a regional tournament.
Yeah, I hope so, Coach.
Gosh almighty.
Yeah.
Jarrett Napier will inbounds it for Hazard. Wade Pelfrey will get it, and we're underway.
Right, straight man to man.
Pelfrey with it for the Bulldogs. Gets the screen.
That's interesting.
Jumper good for Pelfrey.
Can't go under.
You got to get over that.
Can't get under.
That's not the start you wanted right there.
Kent Dameron with it.
Here we go.
Here comes running jump.
Already running and jumping.
Underneath
Perfect.
McGuire. Got it.
That didn't look like it was unexpected.
Yeah, look like they're ready for it.
Wade
And that's
Pelfrey
why they're
with it.
here. They're two of the best.
That's right.
Pelfrey off to Shoptaw, inside to Ford. Ford back to Shoptaw. Jumper, got it. Now Hazard with some full court pressure. Dameron with it for the Patriots.
Oh, there's one turnover.
Yep.
Napier able to track it down.
And Josh has got to get back. He can't run to that ball right there.
Here's Pelfrey down the lane. Nice pass. Ford up and in, off the glass. Hazard with a quick lead.
Was Wade's a 3? I didn't realize.
I thought it was a 2. They have it as a 3 on the scoreboard. I think it's 6-2, but they have 7-2. Here's Napier. No good. Out of bounds. They'll keep it with Knott County.
I just think speed them up like that. They're not necessarily looking for a turnover each time, but a quick shot. I
just need him to take a bad shot. 17, 18-foot jumper.
Absolutely. I think that's exactly what Coach Holland would take right there, consistently.
Dameron with it, guarded by Napier. Off to Shepard.
You see right now they're playing completely back on Shepard. They're not even going out towards him.
Triple for Napier. Good.
Cannot give that up either.
That's uncontested right there.
I tell you what, if Wade and Kobe are both hitting tonight, we're going to see something special here.
Maybe like the Madison Central Lexington game.
Oh, wasn't that beautiful?
I watched it live.
Man, live.
One of the great games I've watched in a long time. Madison Central was just in fuego. They did not miss.
Not sure what the ruling was, but we got the three-pointer up.
They called a foul on somebody off ball. I didn't. 35 on McGuire. Foul on McGuire. That's big.
It is big.
Yep. Early on.
Backdoor to Napier, up and in with the reverse layup. 8-5 Hazard. Dameron with it. Off to Napier, top the key. Napier, nice pass to McGuire.
Good look.
McGuire unable to come in.
Got to get it back.
Away with it.
He took his eyes off of it.
Pelfrey will drive. Now brings it out. Got the screen. Goes the other way. Mid-range jumper for Wade. No good. Rebound down to McGuire.
Good board.
Here comes Dameron. Dameron drives from the right wing. Puts it up over Napier.
Tough shot.
That's very tough. He's got one assist, one two-point field goal, and one turnover. So yeah, it's early. It's early though.
Hazard in front by one. Wade Pelfrey with it for the Bulldogs. Off to Jones. Shot top.
They moved to their matchup. They moved to their matchup zone, not Central West.
I believe so.
Ford back out to Napier. Napier over to Pelfrey. And Pelfrey will bring it out.
Looks like they're staying sloughed in for the most part.
Yeah.
They just moved the ball well.
Napier with the triple.
He doesn't miss that shot.
Not when he's set like that.
If you went back, if you watched the North Laurel Knott County game about a month and a half ago, North Laurel had a lot of success screening the inside of that zone and then getting that very shot right there.
You can't cover two guys at once.
No.
Defense got to make a decision.
Shepard to get it in for Knott County. Gets it into Dameron. Double team. Kent able to dribble through it. Down the lane goes Dameron. Nice bounce pass McGuire. Ball and a foul.
All right. We've got a substitution in for Hazard. I didn't even see that.
I think Chris Jones, they stopped play to let him check out.
Okay.
I think
he took a spill there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Caudle will bang. He's a physical kid.
McGuire at the line. 2 free throws on the way. Here's the first one. Good.
And that'll be big tonight too. McGuire, he's really struggled at the line this year. Sorry, Coach.
When I'm watching the first round game, he looked awful comfortable up there coaching over.
That's the key. I think he was in the mid-40s all year, and he's moved up closer to 50 as we went on. Yep. And he's too good a shooter to shoot that poorly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, 49.5% right now.
So he's been trending upward, I guess, as the kids say.
Yes.
Inside.
Nice interior screen.
No good.
That's what Caudle's in there to do.
That's exactly right.
Hit people on both ends.
He'll step up and take charges too. He's real heady.
He will.
Both ends. Oh, there's one.
Oh, wow.
Dameron with it. Inside.
Good
nice
look.
pass. Napier puts it up and in. Off the glass. Kobe Napier.
You can't let Kobe Napier have any kind of angle within 15 foot of that backboard.
It's too good and it's too long.
He uses the glass probably better than any kid I've seen in the region this year.
Pelfrey top the key, guarded by Napier. Nice bounce pass to Shoptaw inside to Ford. Ford back to Pelfrey. Deep three for Wade.
Nope.
Off the mark, rebound down to Shoptaw. Another possession for Hazard. Napier back to Wade. Pelfrey back to Napier. Triple on the way. Off the mark. Rebound down to the Patriots. Halfway through the opening quarter, Hazard in front by one. Napier drives, kicks, three.
Hazard Sloan.
No good for Sloan.
I know that look.
Pelfrey with it.
He's not going to miss many of those.
Off to Caudle. Caudle drives through the double team. Blocked by McGuire. Here's Napier off to Dameron. Left wing three over Napier. No good. Rebound down to Caudle.
Let them play.
Here's Shoptaw for the Bulldogs. Sammy on the left wing, top the key to Pelfrey, over to Napier. Napier will drive. Out to Ford. Ford, back to Napier. Napier takes a three over Dameron, no good. And a foul.
I'm kind of wondering, maybe the jury's kind of set right now if Drake Sloan will get in the game. I know he's had some quality minutes this year. I know when Dameron was hurt, he was starting there some and doing really well, especially for an 8th grader.
He was the point guard during their All-A run after Dameron got hurt.
Right.
So he'll be critical tonight, I think.
Yeah, and I don't know if right now, Dameron's playing pretty well. I don't know if he gets gassed or foul trouble, et cetera, if he would get inserted in the game.
Yeah. Maybe hard to play them both, right. With that size difference.
Yes.
Here comes the running jump.
There it is again. Oh,
that's how you do it.
Napier with it, mid-range jumper on the way.
He should have kept going.
Yeah. Look at Huff. There's a big play. You called it.
Huff
Or
down the
Brandon
lane.
called it. Move.
Hazel with the rebound, and
That's a jump.
McGuire there, jump ball.
Could have easily been McGuire's
That's a big risk right there. Big risk.
Paid off for him that time.
It favors Josh McGuire the way they're letting them play right now.
Huff to check it in, finds Dameron. Dameron drives on Napier, puts it up, blocked by Napier. Rebound down to Hazard.
Very underrated defender, Jarrett Napier.
Max Johnson off to Pelfrey, 3. No good. Napier almost put it back in. McGuire with the rebound, off to Dameron. Patriots trailing by 1. Sloan on the wing, drives, fading away, off the glass and in.
Excellent move, under control, good base, nice kiss off the glass.
Pelfrey with it. Off to Napier to Hazel in the corner. Pass stolen away. Sloan, right corner, inside to McGuire. Back to Napier. Triple on the way.
Oh, we dodged the bullet.
Rebound down to Huff. Pump fakes, block, McGuire.
Blocked again.
Rebound down to Hazard. Here's Max Johnson. Bounces, pass over to Pelfrey off the mark, out of bounds. Knott County basketball.
Here comes Drake Sloan.
There he goes.
Good call, Coach.
I think that's a move by Coach King where Hazard's pressing.
Yeah, I think definitely. Another solid ball handler.
Napier with it. Guarded by Pelfrey. Inside to McGuire.
No,
on
there's
him.
a dig, good pass.
Nice.
Knott Central takes a lead, 12-11.
That's a senior basketball player right there.
Yes, it is. Very heady IQ, high IQ, heady play.
Pelfrey off to Napier. To Hazel in the corner. Bounce pass back to Pelfrey. Pass almost stolen away. Here's Napier, floater. No good. I think all 5 players got the ball that time for Hazard on that possession.
They are doing a really good job of not letting Wade get looks, making somebody else shoot the basketball.
14-11, Knott Central in front. Just over a minute left here in the opening quarter. Dameron.
Let's see. Okay, they're going to try to curl somebody to the basket right here, it looks like.
Dameron with it, gets a screen.
There's a ISO right there in the post.
Yep.
Colby Napier top the key, guarded by Johnson. Back to Dameron.
There's the feed.
Inside to McGuire. Bounce pass back to Dameron. 3-pointer on the way.
Gotta get the hand up.
Triple good over forward.
Man down.
Just like that, Knott County in front by 6, 17-11. Pelfrey drives, nice pass to Hazel, out of bounds, and they'll keep it with Hazard.
Good play. Shepard on to give McGuire a break for this last 30 seconds.
It's a good sub. That's a veteran coaching play.
Absolutely.
Substitution right there.
Ford to check it in for the Bulldogs.
And we'll save his second foul.
I see a back pick right here for Pelfrey. Yep.
Johnson off two-way Pelfrey. Left wing, Sloan, the 8th grader, guarding him. Screen from Ford. Pelfrey, long 2 looks like.
That's the shot you want him to take. I mean, that's a contested 20-footer.
15 seconds left for Knott Central. Dameron has it. Guarded by Napier. Deep on the left wing.
They're going to try to post Kobe. They're going to try to post him right here.
4 seconds left.
They're going to make Shepard shoot the basketball.
Yeah, he's going to have to now.
3 on the way. 17-11, Knott Central in front after the opening quarter. We'll take a break and be right back. To 11, Knott County Central in front. I'm Bradley Charles, joined by Estill County coach John Bentley and Breathitt County coach John Noble. Of course, the girls tournament begins tomorrow. A couple good games tomorrow, then again on Friday. Looking forward to that tournament. Coach Bentley, what have you seen so far in that opening quarter? Knott County, they got that lead late in that quarter.
Well, Hazard came out, and kind of smacked him in the mouth there, and then, Knott County returned the favor. Being able to go inside to McGuire and, guys digging down. I thought Hazard they didn't have a hand up there on the shooter, the contested. You've got to really do all the little things in this situation, this atmosphere and game like this. And as for the next 3 quarters, it's going to be interesting to see how everything unfolds.
Coach Noble, your thoughts on that opening quarter?
I think the difference in score right now is probably reflected in shot selection. Hazard's forced a couple shots. Knott County's kind of got got a few better looks. I think for me, that's been the difference at this point. Knott's come back out man-to-man.
I wonder if they would mix it up. I know they stayed in that zone there a good portion of the first quarter.
Forward with it on the left wing, off to Johnson, top the key. They're giving him the 3. He's opting not to take it. Back to Pelfrey. Pelfrey will drive. Back to Johnson. Forward with it now, mid-range. Back to Johnson in the corner. Again, decides not to take the 3. Back to Pelfrey on the right wing. Gets a screen from Ford. Sloan will
I think this is the matchup they played once right here.
Pelfrey gets a screen on the left wing. Wade back to the top of the key. Inside, Ford puts it up over Napier.
Good possession. Charge.
Oh,
big call.
That was close, 50-50 call.
Yeah, that's these guys have called a really good regional tournament.
Absolutely.
But that one right there, I don't know.
It's close.
Yeah.
I thought Ford might have left the ground there a slight second, half second before the defense was established.
Hazard once again in the press.
They're standing on top of each other right here. That's tough.
Yeah,
that actually, Hazard, not actually caught a break right there. Hazard had that ball stolen.
I'm wondering when McGuire will be back into the game.
Knott's a little bit bunched up right there, too. They had 3 guys within about an 8-foot radius of the basketball.
The press breaker there, I don't know.
Forward inside. Falls.
Let's call, and all right.
We got a turnover. Shepard.
1-4 press breaking. There, clear it out. There you go. There's the running jump.
Got a hand on it.
You can see the Knott County coaching staff down there trying to align their troops in the press breaker.
Napier to check it in. Gets it into Dameron.
Get the running jump, comes right here. Nope.
Dameron guarded by Napier. Off to Sloan. Way out, guarded by Pelfrey. Shepard off to Dameron. Right corner, inside to Napier. Double team. Napier.
Good double.
Trapped. Off to Dameron.
Good job getting rid of it.
Very good.
Dameron.
Cut.
Nice bounce pass. Shepard with the basket.
Senior basketball players right there.
Their guards just making plays right now. They've got a lot more assists and turnovers.
Pelfrey will drive. Layup. Got it. Dameron able to break through the double team and a foul.
Looks like Shoptall is going to go back in the game right here.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the X factors for the Hazard Bulldogs tonight. 8th grader Samuel Shoptall.
Yeah. He was big against Wolf County.
He was. He just made a lot of plays, Coach and Brad, and you just don't see 8th graders make.
And he just looks comfortable.
He does. He's very confident.
19-13, Knott County in front. Shepard to check it in. Able to get it into Dameron.
Uh-oh, here we go. Showtime. Run and jump.
Double team on the way.
There we go. There it is. There's another turnover.
Johnson. Got it.
Good timeout. Good timeout. You got to come meet that pass right there. You can't let it come to you. Not against this Hazard Bulldog team.
19-15, Knott Central in front. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Appalachian Regional Healthcare. ARH is the healthcare system of Appalachia. First Trust Bank. Great people, great banking, and financial services. Locations in Hazard, London, and Richmond. The law offices of David A. Johnson, Eastern Kentucky attorneys representing Eastern Kentucky. Appalachian Wireless, serving Eastern Kentucky, better service, bigger savings. PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Go Time and Steak and Shake. Refresh, refill, and refuel. Steak and Shake and Hazard. Great food at a great price. Back to the press.
1-4, they're trying to get it to Dameron. Looks like here comes the jump right here. Oh, almost had a steal. Got a turnover. I know Dameron's trying to go get that ball there. They just didn't see him.
Still got to get a little better spacing. I don't think Coach King's very pleased with the way they're standing on top of each other.
With the 1-4 there, everybody's really not moving. They need to have a couple kids probably spread down the floor and go either 1-3-1 or 2-1-2. And then, actually, if it's man, they just need to get it to Dameron and clear it out, or whoever.
Pelfrey top the key, guarded by Sloan. Inside to Johnson and a foul. Get Dameron called for the foul there.
Well, they were letting him play earlier.
Yeah.
Ford into Jones. Inside to Ford again. Going to work against Shepard. Puts it up. No good.
Job by Jones off the weak side.
Down to 2-point game.
Oh, could have easily been another turnover.
In the past, Knott County has brought McGuire up to take that inbound pass. I don't know, maybe that's something they go to.
They're still kind of the same alignment right now. Now they're moving the back a little bit.
Very hard to throw.
He's not comfortable throwing that.
No.
Johnson with it. Passes it up to Jones. Floater, got it.
Good shot from Chris Jones.
Tie game. Dameron splits the double team. Hazard on a 6-0 run. Off to Shepard. Dameron drives from the left wing. Puts it up. Got it.
Tough shot. Kid's got guts.
It's a tough kid. They've gone back to their matchup zone.
Here we go. Yep. See, again, Knott County, I think they kind of want to turn it into a grinded out half-court game. Let's see if Hazard, they pass and they cut a guy through right here.
If they can keep Hazard from scoring, it will keep him from setting that press up.
Exactly.
So
that'd
be huge.
Forward on the baseline. They work it around. Jones, floater. Got it. Oh, no good. 4:15 left, first half, 21-19. Knott Central in front. 2-point lead for the Patriots. Dameron off to Napier, into the corner to Shepard. Dameron will come and get it deep on the left wing, guarded by Johnson. Cross court to Napier.
They've got that's what they want right there, back to the left side.
McGuire.
You can't let him get it there.
That's too easy.
They run that 4-out, 1-in, Coach, and they run those weak side screens to take the defense's attention away from the post, and it's hard. If you turn your back on that.
I think they went to double. They're just a little bit late.
Yep.
Forward, mid-range jumper over McGuire. No good, too strong. Shoptaw with the rebound.
Man.
Wow.
Dameron's complaining with his shoulder. It's the same shoulder he injured earlier.
Oh.
It looks.
He looks like he's in pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
I mean, it looks like he was grimacing there pretty bad.
Yeah. He is a tough kid, so you know he's definitely in some pain.
Oh, he's saying some things. I think he knows something's up. Now, if Dameron is not able to return, looks like Drake Sloan, the onus is going to fall on him.
It's a big spot for an 8th grader.
Extremely. I think he's being encouraged to go back in the game.
Dale Williams is on the job. If anybody can handle the job, it's Dale Williams.
Oh, no.
Sloan turns it over. Jump.
That's tough.
Nice little play there by Shoptaw on the putback. Up and in. Sloan with it, right wing. Off to Sloan. The Drake Sloan now off to Colby Napier.
Napier's calming him down. Not forcing it.
Shepard left corner. Picks up his dribble. Back to Napier. Napier guarded by Johnson. 3 minutes left. Opening.
They're going to go 4-out, 1-in again. Trying to get the ball to McGuire.
Napier drives.
Tough
Puts
shot.
it up. No good. Out of bounds. Knott County ball.
I think Napier's going to have to do that, though. I think he's going to have to kind of put his head down and lower his shoulder and try to make some plays, and I don't think he's good enough to do that.
He is.
Napier checks in for Ford. For Hazard, Jarrett Napier in. Colby Napier to check it in for Knott County Central. Into McGuire, left corner. Out to Sloan.
Post, downstream post. Now they're letting him go to work in there in the post. There's the entry. Oh, he didn't look.
Napier, three-pointer. Got it.
See him spin that basketball. He spun the basketball when he got those seams lined up on the catch.
Yeah, I've noticed that with my players a long time ago, and it's funny how coaches have picked up on that. I've not really had many conversations about that, but it makes a huge difference.
It does.
Pelfrey, got it.
Tough shot.
Hazard staying in the press. Nice deflection by Johnson.
Well, Max Johnson's a kid that does a lot.
He really does.
That doesn't, maybe not reflecting on stat sheets and stuff, but he is he makes a huge difference for those guys.
Well, he's just a winner. You know, you said, he does all the little things that don't show up on the stat sheet, and you know, he takes and makes big shots on top of that.
Max Johnson subs out. Checking in is Hazel into Napier. Double team comes. Sloan with it on the right wing. Pulls up. Blocked by Napier.
He's got to have the eyes in the back of his head, as coaches say.
Sloan to check it in. Kaiser Sloan. McGuire sets a screen for Napier. Kaiser Sloan tries to get it in, deflected out.
Can't make that pass to that angle.
They're just getting a lot of deflections. Hazard's getting their hands on a lot of basketballs.
Shoptaw able to knock it out that time. Kaiser Sloan will try it again.
Look at
into Napier.
Another deflection.
Colby Napier with it. Pulls up for a jumper. No good. Rebound.
Good defense by the eighth grader right there.
There's another contested shot, Coach. Maybe the tide may be turning a little bit.
It could be. And again, that's eighth grader Samuel Shoptaw guarding one of the best guards in the mountains right there.
There you go.
Kent Dameron back in for the Patriots.
I'm glad to see this.
Wade Pelfrey will walk it up for the Bulldogs.
We were just talking about his heart and his guts, and here's a good example. I knew that wouldn't keep him out.
Pelfrey guarded by Colby Napier. Mid-range jumper for Wade. Got it.
Too much space.
Can't give that.
Back to a one-point game. Dameron with it. Guarded by Pelfrey. Double team comes from Hazel.
Oh, foul. Yeah.
Only the 7th foul of the half. Combined.
Yeah, I don't think any, maybe one team might get in the bonus. I don't think both teams will at this point in the first half.
That's the 15th foul on Hazard.
Dameron with it, guarded by Pelfrey.
Yeah, I think the players prefer it that way.
Absolutely.
Inside
get
to
a rhythm,
McGuire.
And again, that's, man, if they're...
Second foul against McGuire.
That's a game changer right there if they're going to call that play.
And it's his second foul, too.
That is a game changer.
Jaden Huff will check in for Knott County.
I don't blame McGuire. That was a tough break.
Yeah.
I thought he made a pretty good solid move there.
I've seen that called less this year than what I ever had before.
Well, I thought he set him up pretty good with the dribble in one direction and spun the other. And I'd have to go to the monitor to see for sure, though.
Shoptaw with it. Knott County by 1. Thrown away, intended for Jones.
I don't know if he wanted him to go to the goal there or just the errant pass.
Hazel will sub back in. Ford will check out. Sloan to check it in for the Patriots. 1:13 left, first half, 26-25, Knott County. Into Huff. Huff into the front court. Deep on the left corner, picks up his dribble. And Knott County able to keep it alive.
Needs to attack Jones right there.
Dameron out to Napier on the left corner. Back to Dameron, left wing, under a minute to play. First half. Dameron.
They're going back to posting Napier.
He was right there. He had him.
Huff. Huff puts down dribble. Off to Dameron. 45 seconds left, first half. Inside, stolen away, intended for Napier. Shoptaw was able to get it. Here goes Sammy down the lane, no good. Rebound to Hazel, puts it up, no good. Another rebound, this one out of bounds, and they'll keep it with the Bulldogs. Ford will check back in for Hazard. Hazel will sub out.
What are you looking at?
Ford Gets it into Pelfrey. Pelfrey is fouled. Third foul against Knott County. They get it against Kaiser Sloan. Fourth foul actually against Knott County. Pelfrey to check it in. Try to get forward on the backside. They get it into Jones. Jones back to Napier. Pelfrey will get it.
Looks like Coach Holland's going to hold for one here.
Yep, not a surprise. 26 points for Knott County, 25 for Hazard. 15 seconds left, first half. Wade Pelfrey with it near half court. Huff will apply defensive pressure.
Double high screen. No.
Pelfrey with it, 5 seconds. Down to 3. Pelfrey, pass deflected, gets it back, falling away at the buzzer. No good.
Good defensive stop right there. That was big.
Contested shot again, Coach.
26-25. Knott County Central leads at the half over Hazard. We'll be right back. You're watching BSN.
Appalachian Wireless puts service, towers, and technology in areas that other carriers won't. With almost 300 towers in our 29-county coverage area, we know for our communities to grow, they have to have connectivity to succeed. That's why Appalachian Wireless's primary focus is to provide support and service to communities that are in our coverage area. Advancing the gap between technology and communities is our goal of providing a better tomorrow for Appalachia. We are the region's best and most reliable network. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
You may recognize us from some of our more lighthearted ads, but here at the law office of David A. Johnson, we take wrecks seriously, especially big truck wrecks.
Our attorneys live and work in the same communities as our clients. You may run into them at the grocery store, you may see them at the post office, but one place big insurance companies don't want to see them is here in the courtroom.
With over 35 years of experience, our clients get paid.
If you're involved in an accident, call the Car Wreck Pros.
(26-25), Knott Central in front at the half over Hazard. I'm Bradley Charles, joined by Estill County coach John Bentley and Breathitt County coach John Noble. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Appalachian Regional Healthcare. ARH is the healthcare system of Appalachia. First Trust Bank, great people, great banking and financial services. Locations in Hazard, London, and Richmond. The law office of David A. Johnson, law offices of David A. Johnson, Eastern Kentucky attorneys representing Eastern Kentucky people. Call the wreck professionals, car wreck professionals. Locations in Hazard and Jackson. Appalachian Wireless, serving Eastern Kentucky. Better service, bigger savings. Get the best phones on the Appalachian Wireless Advantage plan. PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Also, they have Tactical Strike, effective in killing the COVID-19 virus. Go Time and Steak and Shake, refresh, refill, and refuel at Go Time. 6 locations for your convenience. Steak and Shake and Hazard, great food at a great price. Coach Bentley, we'll open it with you. What are your thoughts in that first half there?
Well, a lot of these statistics are kind of dead even. You know, I know the turnover department looks like Knott County Central had 9, and the Hazard Bulldogs had 6. So, you know, rebounds are knotted at 12. Looks like Hazard had 6 more shot attempts. You know, again, both teams, 12 made field goals for the Hazard Bulldogs and 11 for Knott County Central. Going forward, I just think, you know, if Hazard can generate some points off Knott County's turnovers, that's going to be big.
Coach Noble, your thoughts?
I think that was the key in the second quarter. I was going with what Coach Bentley's saying here. Offensive boards, Knott County with 2, Hazard with 5. Turnovers, Hazard with 6, Knott with 9. So it's 14 extra possessions to Hazard to 8 for Knott County Central. So that's 6 more possessions Hazard got that quarter or that half. So if that holds up this half, it's going to be hard to hold on right there, giving Hazard those extra possessions.
Individual scoring, first for Knott Central. Kent Dameron had 7. Jaden Huff had 2. Colby Napier had 8. Kaiser Sloan 2. Scott Shepard 2. Josh McGuire with 5. For Hazard, Chris Jones 4. Jarrett Napier 5. Andrew Ford 2. Samuel Shoptaw 4. Wade Pelfrey 8. Max Johnson with 2. Only 1 3-pointer for Hazard in that first half. No free throws. Knott County went 3 of 7 from 3. 1 of 2 at the line.
Guys, how's the dream team up here?
They're doing great. I'm just hanging out with them.
I'm taking notes.
Oh, man, get some good comments on you guys. Okay, I didn't know if we were on or not. Now we are. I'll tell you what, great first half, man. That's what I said down there a few months ago. I think the game starts right now with the halftime adjustments between these two guys and see what they come out with in the second half. But, man, what a ball game so far.
Yeah, absolutely. It's you know, 2 evenly matched teams and 2 of the best coaches that ever walked the sideline. So it's a dandy.
Well, guys, I want to say thank you so very much. Great to have some great analysis on here, and you guys sure know your business. That's the reason we always try to get coaches and players and what to do these games, because it lends so much to it. And I just want to say thanks for being here on BSN tonight. Guys, these are 2 fine men leading good programs out here, and we appreciate them very much.
Thanks, Brendan.
Thanks for having us, Brendan.
That was Brendan Miller, obviously the owner of BSN. Well, Coach Bentley, what do you think will be keys to the second half for each team? What are they saying in their locker rooms?
Well, you know, Knott County, I think, needs to just continue to try to get the ball on the post and try to, you know, sometimes when teams exhaust a lot of energy getting the ball up the floor and they get in the half court, sometimes they're just a little lax, you know, a little maybe discombobulated on their game plan. I know that's our problem when it comes to, you know, not having real good guard play as far as taking care of the basketball. That's going to be one big thing. And I think Napier has to be aggressive. I really think Kobe Napier has to kind of, you know, impose his will. I don't know, they've been trying to post him up some there. I don't know if that was by default or what. But, you know, obviously going inside to a couple of Knott County's players there, being able to go inside to out will be critical because I don't think if they even double down, I think putting Napier on the same side as McGuire may be an adjustment BB makes. You know, and for Hazard, they're going to have to continue to just turn that pressure up. They got a ton of deflections. They got 9 turnovers, and if they can get just a lot of turnovers and generate points and just keep the ball in Wade's hands, you know, he's going to lead them to the promised land.
Coach Noble, your thoughts on the second half and what each team needs to do?
I think Knott Central, I think it's critical for them that they address the spacing issue against the pressure. Several times right there, they had 3 guys pretty much in a position where one guy could guard them. You guys spread that floor out. I think that's something they have to address. And they cannot let Wade come out here and get started this half. They let him get off early and hit a wide open shot to start the game. Then they kind of tightened down on him. They cannot let him get going right here.
2 minutes away from the second half. Knott County Central in front by 1 at the end of the first. We'll be right back. 26-25, Knott County Central in front over Hazard going into the third quarter. I'm Bradley Charles, joined by John Bentley and John Noble. Josh McGuire has 2 fouls. Andrew Ford has 2 for Hazard, but definitely 2 fouls on McGuire. That's going to be a pivotal part of the second half, I think. Coach, your thoughts?
Yeah, he has to be on the floor. He is, like we said earlier, he is the one thing that Hazard, probably doesn't have. Hazard's kids play hard and they're physical and they do everything, but now Josh McGuire on a deep catch around the basket, there's not much they can do.
We saw that some in the first half, too, where they got it to him and there wasn't much Hazard could do.
Yeah, when going forward, it's going to be interesting to see how the referees call it. They call it tight, they call it physical. Sometimes I thought it was a little up and down there, but they did a good job nonetheless. It's hard to get them all right.
McGuire's 2 fouls. One was off ball. I didn't see what happened with that one, and the other one looked like a simple spin and a drop step that the kid stepped in front of. So if it's going to be called that way, it'll be harder for Josh.
Yeah, they definitely got him posted up deep inside there at times in the first half, and it worked out well for the Patriots. But they also posted Colby Napier times as well.
Yeah, that's been one of the things they've done, I guess maybe later in the year, is realize, Colby Napier's 6'4", and he's long and he's extremely intelligent. He's a hard matchup down there for most people's guards in the region. You have to treat him like you do McGuire, really. You have to double team and you have to shade him.
Either that or front him and get help side. Yeah. It's always kind of tough. Because Knott County moves the ball very well.
Looks like the Patriots will get the opening possession here of the second half. Shepard will check it in. Got a lot of people watching tonight on Facebook and YouTube. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. We're, I think, 3 subscribers away from getting 1,000 followers, and that's something we've been working at for a while. So try and help us out with that.
Almost the turnover twice.
Dameron,
no, that's not where you want him to be if you're Hazard. That right there is as sure a made shot as any shot from any player in the region. Colby Napier open 3 in the corner.
It's because we've watched him do it for 4 years now, right?
I've had way too many close seats on that.
I've seen him do it in the region a few times.
Yeah.
Wade Pelfrey off to Napier. Back to Wade. Forward with it. Napier. Guarded by Dameron. Hazard passing around the perimeter. Shot tall. Off to Napier. Top the key. Guarded by Dameron. Back into the hands of Wade Pelfrey. Wade will drive, and we have a foul. Foul against Kaiser Sloan. If you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you share this stream. I'd like to get as many people watching this game as possible. Definitely going to be a great representation of 14th Region basketball. Wade Pelfrey, top the key. Off to Ford. Hazard taking their time here on offense. Knott County in front by 4. Napier will try and cut it to 1. No good. Rebound down to Shepard. Kent Dameron with it.
Scott Shepard's an excellent rebounder. Boxes out on every single shot. Does a great job.
Dameron probably playing through pain, you would imagine. Shepard has a 3. Doesn't take it. Off to Napier. Napier gets the screen from Shepard. Tried to get it back to him. Deflected and stolen by Ford. Bounce pass. Shot tall. Blocked. Rebound down to the Patriots. Here comes Dameron. Dameron off to Napier. Back to Kent. 3-pointer over Sammy. Shot tall. Good.
Ice water in the veins. It's a tough shot. It's deep.
Patriots by 7. Hazard needs to respond here. Wade Pelfrey, top the key. Mid-range jumper over Sloan.
He's pulling back. Needs to go forward there.
Yep.
Great move.
Foul.
Great move, though, nonetheless.
Foul against Napier. Jarrett Napier.
This right here, though, gives Hazard an opportunity to set their press up. This dead ball does.
Now they've moved McGuire to the outside to take this first pass. Or to try to, anyway.
Shepard to check it in. Hazard once again in the press. Off to Sloan, back to Shepard. Shepard hands it off to Dameron. Dameron into the front court. Off to Napier, pump fakes. Kicks it out, Sloan quickly inside
Good
to
possession.
McGuire. Block.
Good help by Ford.
Here's Jarrett Napier. Napier down the lane, kicks it out.
Pass.
Shot tall, didn't take it.
He should have shot that.
Max Johnson will check in for the Bulldogs. Shoptaw will sub out. Knott Central with a 6-0 run here in the third quarter. Shepard will check it in. Hazard again in the press. Dameron with it. Into the front court. Floater for Kent. No good. Out of bounds. Hazard basketball.
Golden opportunity right there. McGuire was right there.
Wade Pelfrey into the front court. Off to Johnson. Forward in the corner. Pelfrey, top the key. Takes a three over Sloan. No good. Off the mark. Rebound down to McGuire. Double team. Off to Shepard. Quickly to Dameron. Dameron will bring it up into the front court along the right side.
1-4 low again here. Pin down screen.
Look at the post Napier.
McGuire.
Yep, 4 out, 1 in Napier.
McGuire beyond the arc.
See, and this makes it a little bit easier for Hazard because you don't really have to go out on McGuire or Shepard.
You can skip sloughed in.
Dameron, cross court pass to Shepard. Now it's Knott County taking their time on offense. The Patriots lead 32-25. 4.5 left here in the third. Dameron, tight pressure there from Jarrett Napier.
Tough pass.
Deflected out, last touch by Max Johnson, and will stay with Knott Central.
I'd be curious to see the number of deflections Hazard has this game.
Bunch, yeah.
They are so active.
Colby Napier to check it in. Lobs it into McGuire.
Good hands.
Puts it up.
That's just strength. That's just raw bone, corn-fed strength right there.
Hazard has yet to take a timeout here in the third quarter. A 8-0 run for Knott County. Pass deflected. Colby Napier with it. And a foul. Looks like Coach Holland will take a timeout here. Yep.
He's taking a 30. Big run by Knott County.
It is.
Are you surprised the timeout didn't come earlier?
I think Coach Holland's confident with his team. You know, they were down double figures to Wolf a couple of nights ago, and I think he's got one of the best players in the mountains in Wade Pelfrey. Heck, a born leader. I think he feels good, but at this point, obviously you have to. But I don't second guess much of anything Al Holland does.
Not here, not one bit. He's going to keep running this stuff. It'll be very monotonous. A lot of continuity offense, and he's got a lot of faith in his players, and he trusts them.
34-25, Knott Central in front.
I've got a feeling, though, this game is far from over.
Oh, yeah. The explosive as Hazard is defensively, the way they can force turnovers in bunches, and then the way Wade can get hot and score, that's 3 trips. That's 3 threes.
Completely.
So I think it's going to be exciting.
Wade had 5 against Cordy in the first quarter. Shepard to check it in.
Here we go.
Forward.
There's one.
Got it. Well, that was quick.
They got more guys going to the ball there. Get everybody out. Watch the trap. Flash the guys. Man, whoever traps needs to go to the ball.
Dameron tries to split the double team. Dameron down the lane. Off to Shepard.
Got it again.
Deflected, stolen away.
Here we go.
Here's Pelfrey. Wade Pelfrey. Left-handed lay-in.
Here's Hazard's run right here.
See Max Johnson run in front of Napier right there just enough to hold him up so Wade can get to the basket.
It's a winning play. Again, it's one of those, just like you said earlier, Coach, it don't show up on the stat sheet. And they've got a couple players like that.
What do you think Coach King is telling his team right now?
Settle down. Calm down.
Calm down. Stay up. Just remember what got us the lead in the first place.
I really think maybe setting some high ball screens on McGuire and rolling would force Hazard to kind of shift and change a little bit. And, are they able to rotate on the bottom side? And then Napier can come up, and he may have a little freedom to go one-on-one and shoot shots then.
Knott has some really good half-court sets that they'll run where they try to go to maybe like a 1-4 high and try to curl Napier off of McGuire to the basket. They may try something like that here in a little bit.
And they may try to isolate Josh in the post there up the diagonal in the box set as well.
Yeah.
Sloan to check it in. Finds Dameron. Numbers for Knott County. Shepard puts it up and in.
All 3-point play.
I don't know, whatever Coach King brought up, it works.
That's why he's where he's at. That is a couple times that Hazard has allowed Knott County to throw over the top of that press, though. That's something that they're probably going to have to address.
And I don't think that's Hazard's bread and butter. It's not going to steal it, initially. But once they get in and get their running jump going, that's, I think, is where their bread and butter is.
Knott County's lead back to 8, 37-29, 3:30 left here in the third quarter. Wade Pelfrey gets the screen from Ford. Out to Max Johnson, 3, no good. Over Colby Napier. Josh McGuire clears the boards, hands it off to Dameron. Kent will walk it up. Patriots have a chance to take a double-digit lead here on this possession. Dameron, bounce pass deflected by Johnson. Out of bounds.
Tough kid. Johnson's let him hear it a little bit,
Looks like he's chirping over there a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
With Colby. I like it.
In the Sloan, double team. Back to Napier, top the key. Colby Napier drives, floater, no good. Charge. More of a lay-in more than a floater, but either way, we have a charge.
I don't know, Coach.
I gotta go into the booth on that one.
Yeah.
8-point lead for Knott County. Less than 3 minutes left. Pelfrey gets a screen. Pelfrey looks like he stumbles, able to keep his balance. 8-footer, no good, too strong.
How about the job Codsworth Sloan is doing?
He's making life tough.
If you notice with him, he's getting over every ball screen. Every screen they're trying to run Wade off of, he's wedging in and he's getting over. He's not trailing anything, he's over on every play.
Just sheer effort.
As a sophomore also. I mean, that's a big deal.
He played a lot last year as a freshman.
He did.
Significant.
Colby Napier with it. Colby out to Shepard.
Trap.
Double teamed in the corner. Shepard. Timeout.
Good timeout. That's good.
37-29. Knott County in front. 2:38 left in the third.
I know the pressure is immense, full and half court, but I really think Knott County's still going to try to put an emphasis on trying to get the ball inside.
Oh, it's a have to.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because I don't know if they can continue to keep the lead and win this game if they don't. Right. If they do, they're going to earn it.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Appalachian Regional Healthcare, First Trust Bank, the law offices of David A. Johnson, Appalachian Wireless, PDQ Sales and Service, Go Time, and Steak and Shake. Well, it looks like we've got 1,000 subscribers on YouTube now, so Brendan will be happy about that. Also have nearly 200 people watching on YouTube. So that's fantastic. 37-29, Knott County with the lead. What do you think Hazard will do here, Coach Noble, to try and cut into this deficit here?
I think they're going to keep coming with the pressure. I think both their baskets in the last 3-4 minutes have been off steals, off in transition. So they've got to keep that pressure coming. They've got to get on the boards, get that ball out, get on the break, and beat Knott County down the floor.
Looks like Knott County's going to go with a box set here.
They typically run screens away.
Underneath. They're going to do exactly what Coach Noble said and probably just want to get the ball in.
Dameron guarded by Johnson on the right wing.
There's the isolation right there. There's Kobe on the same side.
Double team.
McGuire turns, puts it up, no good. And a foul, his third.
McGuire.
Yep.
That is a big call right there.
Yes, it was.
Huff will check in.
This is a big 2 minutes and 22 seconds with Josh McGuire on the bench.
It sure is. Is that his third? It's his third.
That is his third foul. So Knott's basically got Treb Water for 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Pelfrey into the front court. Huff guarding Pelfrey. Off to Jarrett Napier. Stolen away by Dameron. Dameron off to Huff. Way up is good.
Looks like Knott County gave Hazard a dose of their own medicine.
They did.
Patriots out to a 10-point lead.
Got to set your man up there when you cut there to get the into the basketball.
Wade Pelfrey will bring it up for the Bulldogs, trailing by 10. Pelfrey off to Napier, left corner, thought about it. Drives the baseline, off to Ford. Ford in the lane. And it's stolen away by Napier. And we have a foul.
Wow. Whoa.
What was the call?
Got a charge.
Charge. They got Jones. They're going to say he took it.
You know, he did take up off the court. I don't know how much contact there was to warrant a charge. But it was, again, a 50-50 call. There's been 3 or 4 of those tonight.
Yeah, that's a tough call to take right there. That's 2 on Napier.
4 fouls on each team here in the second half.
That's a runaway 2 points. That's a 12-point game right there.
Big, could have maybe a 4 or 5 point swing.
Yeah.
Pelfrey gets the screen from Ford. Wade down the lane, puts it up, no good.
No call. Good.
Contact, but no call.
Hey.
Dameron with it, guarded by Napier. Colby Napier will come and get it. Minute 20 left here in the third quarter. Colby Napier drives, bounce pass, Shepard, pump fakes, charge.
He didn't come to a jump stop.
He kept moving. That's now 3 on Napier.
Taken by Jones again.
Knott County really has had a couple opportunities here to really balloon this lead. It may come back and bite them late.
They're going to keep Napier in the game with 3 fouls.
Very risky.
McGuire on the bench. McGuire on the bench with 3. Jarrett Napier with it near half court. Off to Jones. Top the key. Ford with it. Dameron on him. Jones. Drives, spins. Blocked by Colby Napier. Smart. Off to Kent Dameron. 50 seconds left here in the third. The Patriots are in front, 39-29.
They're going with Shepard on the post again for the first time.
Colby Napier.
Cannot. Oh, gosh.
Whoa.
Looks like Shepard might have got poked in the eye there.
Jones frustrated. Frustration foul.
Yeah.
Choctaw will check in. Subbing out is Jones. 40 seconds left here in the third. Knott County fans starting to feel a victory.
A lot of basketball left in this one.
I'm really looking for Choctaw to make a play here. He's not really made his presence felt just yet.
Colby Napier will check it in.
Granted, he didn't play much of that quarter after the traveling call.
Kent Dameron with it, guarded by Max Johnson. Dameron drives, got the step, puts it up, no good. Shepard, no. Another rebound, fouled.
Just like you said, Coach Noble, the kind of rebounder Scott Shepard is.
That's what he brings to the table.
It's a big play right there.
Drake Sloan will check in now for Knott County.
He's got to step up and knock these down now. He's got a lot of motion right now.
He's about a 70% free throw shooter. I think behind Colby, I think he's their second best free throw shooter.
69% this season at the line. Scott Shepard, free throw, got it. Sloan will check in. Colby Napier will take a seat with 3 fouls.
Tell him that one possession there, you can tell how much this kid wants this game.
I think Knott's going to get back 2-3 zone this possession.
12-point lead.
Looks like they're setting up in a 2-3 there. One shot for the Bulldogs.
Look at Dameron telling Sloan where to be right there.
Leadership.
15 seconds left in the third.
High ball screen maybe.
They changed up. They went back man to man.
Okay, here's a high ball screen coming.
Wade Pelfrey with it.
You've got to get over. You can't get.
Mid-range jumper
shot
on the way.
He's got to make that.
Man.
Down the Huff. Out to Sloan. At the end of the third quarter, Knott County Central 41, Hazard 29. We'll be right back. You're watching BSN. Bradley Charles, joined by Estill County coach John Bentley and Breathitt County coach John Noble. Coach Bentley, what does Hazard have to do here in the fourth quarter?
Well, as they say there in Rocky IV, the announcers, that was a pulverizing round for the champ there. That was a 10-point swing, I believe, 11-point swing there in the third quarter. But Hazard's got to make shots. Their players right now, their players outside of Wade, they're not even looking at the rim. They're not comfortable at all right now, and they need to step up and maybe be more assertive and try to develop a little confidence right here. And that's why Hazard's not been able to get in their press, because how many 2-3 points they had that quarter?
The last 2:22 of that quarter,
4 points,
was huge. Josh McGuire comes out, Knott's up 8 or 10 at 2:22. Napier comes out with 30 seconds left, and Knott County extends the lead, and now Coach King's able to rest and hold Napier McGuire for at least a couple possessions to start this fourth quarter.
And just like you said, Coach, they did more than tread water right there. It looks like they were doing some swimming across the ocean.
Wade Pelfrey, top of the key. Wade drives, kicks it out. Johnson, triple. No good. Rebound down to Sloan.
Foul.
That's big.
That puts Knott County Central in the bonus.
That is big. And that's for the next 7 minutes and 37 seconds and potentially overtime if they're in the bonus that long.
Sloan at the line. Kaiser Sloan, 72% at the line this season. 1-1. Got it. This one for a 14-point lead. Good as well. Hazard with a lot of work to do. Shopshaw with it on the right wing. Knott County in his zone. Pelfrey inside to Ford. Ford pump fakes. Guarded by Shepard. Double teamed out to Wade. Wade with the three. Got it from the corner. Wade Pelfrey.
Hazard's going to have to go on a big run right here.
Bulldog set up in the full court press. Dameron gets a screen from Shepard. Down the lane goes Kent. Bring it out.
They're going to heat him up right here. They're going to heat him up.
Dameron
there you go. There it is. There it is.
Hazard starting to get some momentum.
And that's going to get Napier McGuire up off the bench.
Real quick.
Huff and Drake Sloan will sub out.
He should be well rested. He got an extended break there.
And you would expect them to close out the final 7 minutes here.
I would think so. Pending foul.
Napier on the left wing, back to Wade Pelfrey. Wade drives, kicks it out. Three-pointer for Sammy Shoptaw. Off the mark. Shepard with the rebound. Dameron will get it.
And they're staying in the press off the missed shot even.
Oh, yeah.
So,
oh, no.
Sloan.
Missed it.
Wade Pelfrey with it. Deep on the left wing. Ford will set the screen. Pelfrey drives, kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way. Got it.
Big shot.
That's a big one right there.
Knott County's clearly willing to give that up.
Shoptaw hit the triple. Timeout for Hazard.
There he finally made a play, and let's see if he can build off of it, because if that's good, but what Knott County Central is going to continue to give him, I think it's going to be there, because I believe Wade's really going to be able to get some paint touches if they continue to do what they do on defense.
They seem content and determined to not let Wade beat them.
45-35, Knott County in front. 6:19 left in the fourth quarter. We'd like to thank Appalachian Regional Healthcare, First Trust Bank, the law offices of David A. Johnson, Appalachian Wireless, PDQ Sales and Service, Go Time, and Steak and Shake. Coach Bentley, what do you think Coach Holland is saying in the huddle right now?
Obviously, just keep the pressure up. And offensively, I think he's really going to try to keep the ball in Wade's hands and try to set some high ball screens and maybe just spread it out as much as possible. Maybe a dribble drive type offensive set. when it comes to just really wanting to get paint touches and try to distribute the basketball. If not, Kenny Central doesn't step up on defense in the paint there.
Sloan will check it in for Knott Central.
He can throw over again right there. Ooh, he had him open up before.
Dameron trying to split the triple team. Off to Kaiser Sloan. Double team, Sloan off to Colby Napier. Napier bounce pass Shepard, puts it up and in.
That's the gamble with the run and jump. If you handle that trout.
Yep, that backside's open.
Pelfrey gets a screen from Ford. Three-pointer over Dameron. Got it!
Memories of Tate Cox back in 2010?
It could be. On this floor, wasn't it? It was here.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Kaiser Sloan has it deflected.
Deflected.
Shot top ahead. Pelfrey will lay it up.
Generated.
And in.
Up to 7.
Here comes the Bulldogs. Colby Napier down the lane.
Got a back tip coming.
Colby up and in.
Big shot by the senior.
That's what you want. You want to see the best players making the big plays.
That's exactly what I wanted to see him when I said before the game what he's going to have to do. Right there, exactly.
Bounce pass to Ford. Up. No good.
No call.
McGuire with the board.
Oh, no.
5 minutes
Here's the
left.
jump. Johnson's coming for the jump. No, change his mind.
Dameron drives, pump fakes, foul.
Well, I think Knott's going to have to weather a couple more storms. I think they just weathered one right there.
Yeah.
Dameron at the line. 64% this season. First one up.
Dameron has been over 80%, I think, every year but this one. And I've noticed a lot of good free throw shooters struggle this year. I don't know.
Sometimes when they get in their senior year like that, I don't know what it is. Just, sometimes the pressure, the nerves. And
this year's been so crazy.
Yep.
On top of that, it could be.
Yep.
But Dameron's, I'm sure he's a career 80% free throw shooter.
That's what I'd have guessed, Coach.
And you can tell right there. I mean, this is.
This stays backing off the line.
Yep.
Pelfrey with it.
Right on cue by me.
Here comes the Bulldogs. Pelfrey drives, mid-range jumper. No good.
Shepard contested just enough.
Just enough.
Dameron back to Colby Napier in the front court. 10-point lead for the Patriots, 4.5 left. Colby Napier on the left wing, guarded by Pelfrey. Back to Dameron. Shoptaw, the 8th grader, on him.
Right now would be a good time to go to McGuire.
McGuire's posted, and they do.
You can't defend him high side. That's good help defense right there, though. Really good.
Here comes Wade Pelfrey. Thought about it. Kicks it out. Johnson will try the triple.
Got it. Oh, man.
Wade
with the steal.
Turn it over. Nice step up. I just don't know. A 10-point lead right now. I think they need to get it to within, maybe 4, 5, or 6, and they've not been able to do that.
No. I thought that was in.
Oh, yeah, it looked great.
Man.
And it was in, and it just rattled out. You couldn't have been more in.
Hazard with the press. Dameron with it. Double team. Dameron pass deflected down to Napier.
Got to get it across.
Deflected by Johnson.
That's 10. It's got to be 10.
Yeah. I love Max Johnson, man. I love that fire.
Yeah, he just does a lot for the team.
3:47 left on the clock. I think it was 4 when they started. 4 minutes.
The clock really starts becoming important right now.
This is a huge possession.
Pelfrey on the right wing gets a screen.
Right there.
Wade out to Shoptaw. Thought about it. Sammy kicks it out. Back inside to Ford. Ford turns, faces the basket. Puts it up over Shepard.
Big shot.
Wow.
Back to the press.
There's the trap.
Dameron splits the double team. Another one. Lost it and foul.
He might have got fouled before that.
Yeah.
But on the back tip, I don't think so.
Dameron back to the line.
You know, up to this point, Knott County has really shot the free throws very well. Sloan's made a couple, and I think Dameron's 3 for 4 maybe.
Free throw for Kent Dameron, good shot.
Of course, Shepard, Coach Noble alluded earlier how good a free throw shooter he was. He knocked down 2 as well, so looks like that's why they got this lead right now. They're able to make free throws.
Yeah, it makes it difficult with Knott because aside from McGuire, their other 4 guys are pretty solid at the line.
Wade Pelfrey, deep on the left wing. Three-pointer for Wade. No good. Down to Ford. Ford powers it up and in. Timeout Hazard.
That's a good finish right there.
Yeah.
52-44.
Knott's 2 biggest kids contested that.
Knott County's lead back to 8. 3:05 left, fourth quarter. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Bluegrass Sports Nation. Knott County Central in front, 3:05 left in the fourth quarter. If you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, we encourage you to share. Well, it's down to the final 3 minutes. Knott County with a pretty decent edge right now.
Now, just real quick here before we get started, just look at this atmosphere. Who would have known? Yeah. Look at all the games we coached this year, Coach, and we've seen none of this, and you cannot ask for better than this.
It still looks like 1,000 people to me.
I'm so happy for the fan bases and everybody in general who's just here watching.
And they let Dameron behind the press again.
There's a run out.
Back to Dameron now, and Patriots will set up. You would think Knott County's wanting to choose some clock here.
You got to get some pressure on Shepard. He's not comfortable handling the basketball.
Dameron with it. Coach Hollins wanting some pressure. He gets it. Shepard with it.
He's wide open. They had him.
Back to Dameron. Dameron drives the baseline, puts it up, no good.
How'd he call it? How'd he call it?
He did. What'd they burn right there? 25 seconds?
I think it was at 3:05 when they started.
Okay.
Jarrett Napier set to check in for Hazard.
And at this point, you can trade 3s for 2s. You know, Hazard's still got to make the 3, and if they make their free throws, it's going to be a tough mountain for Hazard to climb. There's one.
Big miss.
At this point, Hazard really doesn't have many opportunities that they can not cash in on. Second free throw for Dameron. Got it. 9-point lead. Pelfrey with it, guarded by Sloan. Gets a screen. Wade kicks it out. Shoptaw with the triple over Kobe Napier.
There he goes. There he goes.
Wow. Eighth grader.
That's the second play he's made. Now they got to get a turnover.
That was clutch. Dameron, bounce pass. Sloan.
2 wide open guys under the basket.
Napier.
Nice play, Shoptaw again.
The 8th grader hits a 3 on one end, gets a block on the other.
They've got it right on the edge right now. 6-point lead still.
If they can get a stop here.
Knott's got to take care of the ball.
McGuire.
Huge breakdown.
Mental lapse right there, definitely.
8-point lead. Johnson with the triple. No good.
Jarrett Napier looks that rebox out.
Big one.
Pelfrey thinking about it. Gets a screen. Less than 2 minutes left. Wade Pelfrey drives, puts it up. No good, but a foul against McGuire, his fourth.
Good take.
He caught Sloan anticipating that ball screen.
He did.
Broke back left.
Pelfrey to the line. 4th in the region in points per game this season. First one, good.
I think Coach Holland, if they could get a score here and maybe a steal and a score and the clock, maybe get a timeout.
Oh, big, huge miss.
In and out, Shepard with the rebound. Dameron with it, 1:45 left here in the fourth. Double team, Dameron. Timeout.
Big timeout,
Good
Coach King.
pass.
55-48, Knott County in front by 7, 1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Coach Bentley, what is Hazard's game plan here for the final 141?
Well, you really got to take a lot of chances. And you can always, if you can't get an initial steal, try to foul to really try to preserve the clock as much as you possibly can and come down and you don't have to get threes right now, per se. You really got to try to drive the basketball into the teeth of the defense. And if they collapse, kick it out to Johnson and Shoptaw. I think you got two able, very consistent, accurate three-point shooters there. So I anticipate that's what will happen.
And Coach Noble, feels like the difference in this game is the third quarter run that Knott County had. Yeah,
that was a big deal. With Knott County, we talked about it earlier. McGuire comes out of that game at 2:22. Knott's up maybe 8 on that, and they finished the quarter up 12. And Hazard really had a chance to take advantage right there. Just for whatever reason, this didn't happen.
Once again, our sponsors are Appalachian Regional Healthcare, First Trust Bank, the law offices of David A. Johnson, Appalachian Wireless, PDQ Sales and Service, Go Time, and Steak and Shake.
I don't think you can understate how valuable Huff and Sloan have been off the bench for Knott tonight.
They've really been.
McGuire backdoor to Napier.
Oh, well.
No good. Shepard, another rebound.
Who's got the rebound? Oh, he missed it. He got it back. That's what he does.
Right there.
That's what he does.
Shepard's had a big game. Here's Pelfrey. Wade will drive, draws contact off the glass. Shepard to check it in.
Nobody remembers to run the baseline anymore.
Yep, I was waiting for it.
Off to Dameron.
He's wide open.
He's got
foul.
Dameron will head back to the line. 7-point lead for the Patriots. 1:08 left here in the fourth. Double bonus.
Shooting 2. A little bit less pressure on it with a double bonus.
1-1 on the other end, too. Free throw. Got it. This for a 9-point lead. (59-50). Pelfrey into the front court, down the lane, no good. Rebound down to Napier.
It's a 90% free throw shooter's hands.
Well, the Knott County fans are really feeling it now. They'll have a 4-possession lead if Napier's able to connect on one. He has 2 opportunities. Here's the first. Short.
I got to shut up. Every time.
3 times, coach.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Right here, I definitely would try to get maybe a handoff or a pitch back 3 and then an immediate timeout and have to establish the defense.
Second free throw is good. Pelfrey with it, a minute left. Pelfrey gets a screen. Napier triple. Got it!
Good shot.
Timeout.
There it is. Very good ball movement. Now now has to really take chances. Trap the first pass and not let the defense behind him. I think that's kind of relieve the pressure a lot. Several occasions for Knott County Central. If Knott County takes care of the ball and when they're fouled and they make their free throws, and they'll be headed to Rupp Arena.
Jarrett Napier, a 40% three-point shooter on the season. As a team, Hazard first in the region at 38.5%. Napier able to bury that one from the triple, or from the corner. 7-point lead now for Knott County. What's it going to take for Hazard to win this game or extend it to overtime?
Well, they've got to have a little bit of luck at this point. You know, they've got to count on not missing free throws, and they got to count on getting that board and getting it down the floor. You know, 52 seconds down 7, you don't have to have a three, and a lot of times defenses tighten up and overguard the three in these situations, and it opens up driving lanes, but you got to get a quick basket. Like Coach said, if it opens up that driving kick for three, you got to take it.
Shepherd will inbounds it.
Right now, I think you almost let McGuire catch it.
There they are.
They do.
And there's your foul.
But
you got to get the foul. You have to foul.
Back to Dameron.
Oh, you got a head on him.
Dameron. Off to Colby Napier.
Don't want to foul him.
It's a deflection.
It's a deflection.
It's a lot of time running down, Coach.
Back to Napier. 35 seconds.
That is a lot of time. And now they give them separation.
They have to now.
And now they got to foul Napier.
Oh.
24 seconds off the clock.
Oh, it was an eternity.
And they could have found basically, I think, 49% free throw shooter with only 1 second off the clock.
Yeah, you had the guy you wanted with the ball. But, you know, it's easier said than done up here.
You know, yeah, and then there may be a situation where Hazard does get the ball back and they score. They kind of just let the ball bounce, and you'll get 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds off the clock before you know it.
Yeah.
First one's good. 8-point lead for Knott County. 29 seconds left, fourth quarter. Colby Napier with the second one. Got it. Wade Pelfrey into the front court, guarded by Sloan. Wade off to
Kaiser
Ford.
Sloan has done a tremendous job
Pelfrey.
tonight. Oh,
wow. 22 seconds left. Hazard running out of time.
Veteran move by Wade.
Absolutely. How about the job Kaiser Sloan has done tonight?
He's been amazing. He's fought through screens. He's been aggressive. He's contested. Couldn't ask more.
First free throw good for Wade.
And it was probably a situation where he was challenged by his coach.
Yeah.
You can tell he's really, tonight, it's been personal with him.
Second one, good. Third free throw on the way for a 2-score game. Got it. Shepherd will check it in. Into Colby Napier.
Got a foul now.
Back to Shepherd.
Oh, no call.
Wow.
Okay. Shepherd with it. Fouled. 16.1 left. 2 free throws upcoming for Scott Shepherd.
If he hits at least one of these, you got to feel pretty good if you're not Central.
I believe so. Yeah, it's a 2-possession game right now, and then, you know, definitely need a 3 right here.
This will be a 3-score game if he connects, and he doesn't on that one. Second one.
Big.
Got it. 3-score game. Pelfrey with it, 15 seconds. Wade lost it. Loose ball, out of bounds. Knott County ball.
That's going to do it.
The Patriots with a big lead here for 11 seconds. Patriots in front by 7. Into Colby Napier. Back to Kent Dameron. Fouled by Jarrett Napier with 7 seconds. Dameron to the line. First one rattles in. Knott County fan base really excited at this point. And we have a timeout taken by the Patriots.
You know, with this senior group of Knott County, you know, they watched Cameron Justice and Evan Hall and the run they made there, and even before that when Coach Fraley took them. And, you know, I think there's a lot of pressure on these blue blood programs when they come through. You know, they're expected to win the regional tournament.
Yeah.
And, you know, what better way to win it your senior year?
It is, you know, we had Knott Central down 9 at the half the other night, and part of our halftime speech difference was, they've got 4 seniors that are playing for their careers. And you can't, guys like that, when you're playing for your last breath, it changes you.
It does. Well, they played like their backs have been against the wall tonight. They've made a lot of plays. Moved the ball well. They've not turned it over. The second half, I think they did a little bit better job of it.
Yeah.
We got a referee in the chant now. Dameron at the line. Free throw, good. Ford rolls it into Pelfrey, 6 seconds. Pelfrey will launch. No good, down to McGuire. The Knott County Central Patriots are headed to Rupp Arena. 14th region champions, 65-56 over Hazard. Load the buses, Knott County's headed to Lexington.
And the trend continues. We talked about it before the game in regional tournament play in the 14th region over the past probably 40 to 50 years. Knott County has just had Hazard's number.
How many is this for Coach King? Is this 5?
I want to say 5, yeah.
5, first time in 9 years.
Yep.
Or not 9 years, 5 years. First time in 5 years.
2015 was when Cameron and Evan there took them their senior years. So,
yeah. So it's
Knott County with the win, but you also look at Hazard, and they have a great group of seniors that potentially this is their last game.
You're talking about, especially with Wade and Jarrett, you're talking about 2 of the better high school careers. Jarrett Napier's been a winner pretty much in everything he does. He has an incredible grade point average. He's going to be, I think, from what I understand, is going to academically, I forget where to, but it's going to be well taken care of on the scholarship because he's such a good student. And then Wade, the 5-year starter at Hazard High School, coach, and you know better than anybody, being a long-term starter at Hazard carries a lot of weight, carries a lot of value.
It does, and I've watched him grow up his whole life, and he just comes from just a great family and just a great kid on and off the floor and well respected. And he's you think of Braxton Beverly and Cameron Justice, and he's really put in a lot of work like those guys, and he's a winner in my book.
Absolutely.
65-56. We'll take a quick break. Be right back with more. Bradley Charles here with John Noble and John Bentley. We'll be right back. You're watching BSN.
Appalachian Wireless puts service, towers, and technology in areas that other carriers won't. With almost 300 towers in our 29 county coverage area, we know for our communities to grow, they have to have connectivity to succeed. That's why Appalachian Wireless's primary focus is to provide support and service to communities that are in our coverage area. Advancing the gap between technology and communities is our goal of providing a better tomorrow for Appalachia. We are the region's best and most reliable network. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
You may recognize us from some of our more lighthearted ads, but here at the law office of David A. Johnson, we take wrecks seriously, especially big truck wrecks.
Our attorneys live and work in the same communities as our clients. You may run into them at the grocery store, you may see them at the post office, but one place big insurance companies don't want to see them is here in the courtroom.
With over 35 years of experience, our clients get paid.
If you're involved in an accident, call the Car Wreck Pros.
$55-56 the final. Knott County Central defeats Hazard. Patriots are headed to Rupp Arena. Bradley Charles here with John Noble and John Bentley. Coaches, you guys have looked over the stats a little bit. We'll start with Coach Bentley. What stood out to you, Coach?
Well, just 23 for 58 from the field. You know, Hazard's role players outside of Wade just weren't able to generate enough offense to win this one. I saw where Wade was 9 of 23 here, and he's had better shooting nights. But credit Knott County Central on their game plan defensively. I thought Kaiser Swan really stepped up, made life tough on him, contested literally everything he did tonight. And it kind of showed there late. The rebounds 30 to 20. It's a big discrepancy there. Knott County Central on the edge there by 10, and give them +4 in the assist category as well.
Coach Noble, what stood out to you there on the stat sheet?
Everything Coach Bentley said. A couple things, other things stood out for me. Kent Dameron, what did you say, 64% from the line for the season, 8 for 10 tonight, most of them in the fourth quarter. And then Scott Shepard doing what Scott Shepard does, 12 points, 14 boards.
And that's his toughness. Every team needs a Scott Shepard. When it's kids like that, and they don't care about scoring. They just come out and they do the little things, the dirty work. Again, I've said this a few times. I'll say it again. Stuff that doesn't show up in the stat sheet as well.
Yeah, and then of course McGuire and Napier, they carried the load most of the night, and they did their part tonight. Kobe was 16, Josh with 9 points, 10 boards, but the so-called quote-unquote role players were huge. And then Huff and Sloan coming in that third quarter with McGuire and Napier went out and able to to extend that lead. And, it's critical. We talk a lot about Hazard's depth, but Knott County's depth definitely underrated.
Huff comes in. He can guard a lot. He can guard a 2 or 3 or 4, maybe a 5 in some cases. And, kids like that, that are multidimensional on the defensive and offensive end, you can use them in a lot of ways. But I really think guys like Scott Shepard, man, they just they don't get a lot of credit. And tonight, in a lot of ways, he was Knott County's MVP.
And, Drake Sloan really played well too when Dameron had to take a seat. He came in and did good, I thought.
Absolutely, very solid.
And Drake played almost 5 minutes, had an assist and a turnover in 5 minutes. But, having to handle the ball for 5 minutes in a regional final as 8th grader.
Against the press?
I'd tell you, I'd have more than one turnover.
It's a big ask.
John wouldn't have, but I would have. I would have had more than one turnovers.
Well, Coach Bentley, just your thoughts on Hazard's season. Obviously, they come up short tonight, but they've been big all year.
Well, they're just, everybody knows Coach Holland. He's the GOAT. I mean, they were a well-oiled machine most of the year. They just kind of ran up against kind of a buzzsaw tonight, so to speak, and Knott County Central on their senior leadership. But, man, they had a great year, and I don't know if they won 20, 21, 22 games, whatever it was. And, just to watch them move the basketball and how they compete on defense. And they just offensively tonight, they just didn't have any, outside of Wade, they just didn't have anybody able to step up and, consistently make shots for them. But all in all, they're fun to watch. They're very fun to watch. I'm the type of Coach Holland is. I like to, to watch him and just really just take in as much as I can.
Well, Coach Noble, Hazard went to that press basically the whole night, more or less. Just your thoughts on how that worked out for them and how Knott County, responded to it.
Well, when you get here, you got to dance with what brought you, usually. And Hazard's been pressing people all year, half-court running, jumping. I thought late in that fourth quarter especially, Dameron did a good job of getting behind the pressure and them inbounding the ball over top of the pressure, which, of course, they can't run and jump if they're behind you. So, he did a really good job, and they did a really good job of throwing those passes. And, down the stretch, seniors played like seniors for Knott Central.
Yeah, completely. They just made plays, and they got the ball they needed to be got to at the right time, and, made some key baskets there to kind of, keep their head above the water when Hazard was on the way to making their run and trying to get the momentum back on their side.
Yeah, and Colby Napier, he had 16 points, and he really played well tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Kobe, I've said before, Kobe's clutch. I've known Kobe for a few years. Kobe's first cousin is Tanner Morgan, starting quarterback at University of Minnesota. And Tanner and his family were my next-door neighbor when he played at Hazard. So I've known Kobe for a few years, and, man, it's a wonderful family, and he's just he's a top-notch kid, man, and he's a winner.
He showed it tonight. Yeah, and also sticking out here, going over the stats, 5 free throw attempts for the Hazard Bulldogs. That is eye-popping. And, you know, they were 4 or 5, granted, but still, you know, I think that was a testament to just their guys just not being aggressive, not looking at the rim, not you know, attacking the paint outside of Wade. And I know he's got the ability to do a lot, but sometimes in situations like this, when, you know, a lot of the focus goes on to one player and you have to have all these other guys step up, and, you know, maybe they're just not used to it. But again, you know, Knott County really earned this game tonight.
They did, you know, and again, you know, like you said, a lot of that goes back to Kaiser Sloan. You know, being able. Hazard is a really good screening basketball team, and not a lot of guys can get over screens, which Kaiser's about 6'2", got a little length to him, but played with a lot of heart and a lot of guts. And, you know, and a lot of Knott Central's free throws were probably, I'd say at least 10 of them when Hazard was fouling. So Knott probably shot, I mean, in the flow of the game, probably 12, 13 free throws.
And they were comfortable shooting them as well.
They were.
A lot of times in postseason, you see teams, and I can go back to Estill County the other night. They were 9 of 21. They weren't too comfortable up there shooting. You know, and I told the kids and a lot of people, a lot of that falls on me. You know, and I'll take the blame for that. But Knott County, though, they earned it at the charity stripe tonight.
Yeah, Knott County 18 of 23 at the line tonight. Hazard 4 of 5. All 5 were taken by Wade Pelfrey, and you know that's a big difference.
Yeah, you know, and again, like we said, I think you go back and look, you'll see probably around 10 of those were taken in that fourth quarter when Hazard was having to foul. So, you know, but and again, it comes back, which Dameron shot 10. Who else? I can't. Let me get my old man glasses on, Bradley. Hold on a second. You know, Dameron shot almost half of those.
Yeah, so Shepard had 5, Colby Napier 4, and 2 for Sloan and McGuire.
And Shepard's were probably off offensive rebounds. You know, the aggressive
2 or 3 there alone.
The aggressive team gets to the foul line. And I thought Knott was definitely more aggressive around the basket.
Chris Jones had 4 points for Hazard. Jarrett Napier 8. Andrew Smiley Ford with 8. Samuel Shoptaw with 10. Wade Pelfrey 24. Max Johnson 2 for Knott County. Kent Dameron 18. Colby Napier 16. Kaiser Sloan 6. Josh McGuire 9. Scott Shepard 12. Jaden Huff with 4. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors: Appalachian Regional Healthcare, First Trust Bank, the law offices of David A. Johnson, Appalachian Wireless, PDQ Sales and Service, Go Time, and Steak and Shake. And you know, Coach Bentley, I really thought that Shoptaw played really well. There in the fourth, he had a big 3 and then a block on the other end. And you know, for an 8th grader, man, he's got tremendous potential.
Yeah, in the third quarter there, I know he committed a walking call, and he looked a little uncomfortable handling the ball, but you know, he went out of the game and did not get put back in pretty much the whole third quarter. So I don't know, his total minutes played here is
21.
Looks like it's 21.
28.
Yeah. 20, so you got to look at 21 for Shoptaw, 30, almost 30 for Ford, 26.5 for Jarrett Napier. Chris Jones was in foul trouble, and then, you know, of course, Wade played the whole game and got a curtain call there at the end, much deserved. So I mean, I don't know if he stays in a little more there. And of course, I know he looks like as far as foul trouble goes, he only had 2. So it's just something to think about, I guess. You know, when you look at the minutes played, and Kent Dameron 6 assists and 4 turnovers. I thought that was the key before the game, how he was going to take care of the ball. He looked a couple times he got sped up, but he as much handling as he did tonight, you expect him to make a few turnovers, you know, just by thinking logically.
I would say most of those were probably early.
Yeah, they were.
You know, most likely.
Well, Knott County will represent the 14th region at the state tournament. Either coach on this one, just, you know, what do you think the Patriots can do, and how well do you think they represent this region?
I think, you know, they've got the size. You know, we don't know we know who's coming out of the field at this point?
I don't. Coach Elizabeth sounds awful good. That'd be my pick. I think they're Elizabethtown.
Elizabethtown, yeah.
One of the better teams in the state of Kentucky. Last year, I think they actually won the 5th last year and did not get to represent the 5th region down in Lexington because of obvious reasons, because of COVID-19. You know, I hated Hazard didn't get to. You know,
yeah, that's
tough for
heartbreaking.
Kids and all the fans and people, and even the people that go to it every year. And you know, they always make it a priority and take off work. And this year, though, hopefully they'll be able to squeeze some fans in there. Hopefully they'll go to 25% capacity. But I know most, if not all, of Hyman and Knott County will be down there.
Yeah, you know, and I think as members of this region, you know, we all need to be behind them too.
100%.
You know, they do. They've got good size. They showed they can handle some pressure tonight. I've not seen E-Town this year, but typically E-Town is a very athletic up and down the floor, kind of get after you type basketball team?
Coach, they've got 5 kids scoring double figures, if I'm not mistaken. If you can go, you want to, people, watchers and people listening want to go back on KHSA.org and look, I'm pretty sure they got at least 4, and the Franklin kid that plays for them is an absolute stud.
Right. So, but Knott County's tough, and that's, and I've said this before, I think that's a direct reflection of B.B. King. Everybody's familiar with B.B. They're getting a hand over for their manager now, but B.B. King might be the toughest man on the planet.
And what he's had to endure and go through, and he's weathered the storm, and his whole family has, for that matter.
They are tough people.
Kim and LJ, and they're just a class family.
They're good people and hard-working people, and I think it reflects in these boys.
Absolutely, great point.
Yeah, Knott County obviously won the 14th Region All-A Classic earlier in the year and come back and
I was there.
Win the big one today.
Yeah, they did, win the All-A and win the big one. That's about it. It's hard to do much more than that. Just, again, good senior-dominated basketball team.
Well, coaches, it was great to have you up here. We don't get a chance to have you guys up during the regular season for obvious reasons, and unfortunately for you guys, you get the opportunity to be here now. I know you'd much rather be coaching tonight's game.
Well, we hope to never be back.
Less pressure.
Yeah.
We hope both to never be back. No offense. So.
But it's been we're just grateful and blessed and honored to be up here with you, Bradley and Brendan, and just thank you guys. Y'all do a great job and phenomenal people to work with. And Coach Noble, he just always been able to. I hate coaching against him because he's always prepared and have to guard how physical his teams are, have to go against them. But it's an honor to be able to get up here and share a booth with him as well.
Well, I'm tickled to death to be here. Obviously, again, we would rather be playing, of course. But, Bradley, you do a phenomenal job. And then Brendan has gotten this thing off the ground and has really kind of got the ball rolling with all this stuff that you see now, all these live streams and stuff like that. He was one of the very first ones in this area, and people have kind of gotten into that now. And it's been more exposure for our kids. And being here with Coach Bentley, who's, X and O-wise is as good as anybody that you're going to see. And he talks about being prepared, but nobody's better prepared than John Bentley ever. With his teams, they run so much stuff, and they run it all so well. I can't keep up with it all. We just try to get back and not get in each other, not get in our own way.
He already had the 5th region scouted.
Yeah, he was on this, and you're not going to get anybody with any more basketball knowledge than Coach Bentley. So it's really good for me to be up here tonight.
Well, it was an honor for me to be up here with you guys. Obviously, 2 of the top coaches in the 14th region, and great to be up here with you guys. 2 guys that I respect a lot. I think a lot of you 2 guys, and great experience for me too. I had a blast. So
awesome.
Appreciate that. 65-56, Knott with the victory. I cut you off there, Coach. You were going to say something?
Oh, no. The pleasure's been all mine. Appreciate it, Bradley.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, that'll do it. Knott County 14th Region champs. Bradley Charles for everyone with BSN. We'll see you next time.
Oh, good.